All right, let's welcome our spring energy. What does that look like? On the surface, it seems pretty obvious now that we've talked about emerging from our hibernation. Spring is all about new beginnings and fresh starts and re-emerging and basically clearing off the old clutter, maybe leaving our kind of dusty dens and re-emerging. But the key here is that spring is frustratingly slow. If we think about how long it takes to finally go from, let's say, a tiny seed under the ground, forming its roots, sprouting, how much is going on before you even see that seed above ground? And then once you do see the seed above ground, it looks really tiny, but it's very complex underneath. And then it finally blooms. With that in mind, let's treat ourselves the same way. We need to set a really strong foundation that's going to take some time, and we need to be patient with ourselves. We can't rush this process. We need to take it slow. And again, I know that's maybe not how most of us either know or like operating, but it is actually really refreshingly lovely to just, again, slowly, gently come into this energy. So what does that mean practically speaking? When we think about movement for spring energy, it's just that. You've awoken from a big, long nap. What are you going to do? You're probably going to gently stretch, take a walk, keep things very simple. It's so good to see the sun again and to breathe in fresh air and just do that. Just enjoy the fresh air. Enjoy being in the moment again. We also want to start clearing things off, right? So as we emerge, we also want to embrace that fresh energy. That's why spring cleaning is so crucial. And you don't have to view it as this giant chore. I would argue that the safest bet that you can have is to actually take things one thing at a time. Maybe you're sitting in a room and you finally just can't stand that cabinet over there. It's a really good thing to just tackle. Don't put any pressure on it. Just grab a couple things, maybe donate them, toss them out, rearrange them. Slowly start cleaning your den. So you can cleanse your environment, but you can also cleanse your wardrobe, your face routine, as we'll get into later. You're emerging and it's just, in your face. It's probably the first thing to emerge. Your movement, all of these are all related. You can also think internally, right? Like, what fresh things do I want to put into my body to start to reinvigorate it? Maybe we're moving away from those yummy, fatty, oilier things into lighter, fresher things. What does that look like for you? And then my favorite part about spring energy is the taking things slow aspect. So if you get a mindset like a small child or an animal would of just being, they're curious. They are looking at everything with fresh eyes. So we can just be in the moment. We can be using our five senses in a very curious new way to just be. So this can be with a person, be in the moment, just hear what they're saying, just be still. But it can also be for, if you're taking a shower, go ahead and feel the water on your skin. Pay attention to yourself as you were cleaning yourself, right? Your hair, your body, everything. How does your hand feel on your skin? How does the water feel on your skin? Let it maybe rinse away some of the junk. If you can think of the things you want to remove from your hibernation den, maybe you can just mentally visualize them going away. You can view this again with food, and you're preparing and eating food. Take things spring level slow. Watch yourself as you pull everything out of the fridge, put it on the counter, put it together, bring it to your table, take your bites, just slow down. And again, five senses. How does this feel, smell, see, touch? And then of course, the most obvious thing is just getting outside again. We're ready to reemerge. We want to connect again with nature, with our friends and family and loved ones, with ourselves. So when we go outside, the best thing you can do, right? Even if you have allergies, which maybe you'll need to take care of those, but smell, breathe in that fresh air, feel your feet on the ground. How does the wind in your hair feel? How does everything look? Everything's re-emerging just like you are. The trees, the plants, how is everything, right? Even the people around you are re-emerging. It's just a lovely way to soak up all of this beautiful energy. So spring, I would consider up until recently one of my least favorite seasons. I used to say it felt like a teaser. It's still winter, but not quite summer. It's just one big long tease. And I think that is one way to look at it, but that's more of a negative way to look at it. I guess the positive is to just get into the slow of it. And if you view it like rapids, you're along for the ride. You're in the rapids, and the best way to just go with that is to go with it. If you fight the rapids, your journey will be much less pleasant. So here's spring asking us to be patient. Hey, I know you've had a long winter, but you have to be patient a little more. And the reason is we're building these really strong foundations for the rest of our year. So again, this is actually one of the most crucial times of year. So I hope you enjoy it. I can't wait to talk movement and everything else with you. So stay tuned. Let's do the spring energy.